Hey, welcome back guys. Again, I'm Todd from the KCbassguys, and today we're going to do a little demonstration here with some handguns. And this one here is a nice SD Smith and Wesson 40. Great gun. We're going to see if there's any hookups, any problems, or if we just flat out just like the gun. We'll let you know.
So Smith and Wesson obviously has been around for a very, very long time. This particular model, I've owned one of these in the past as well. It is an excellent gun. So what we'd like to do for you today is we're going to go ahead and demonstrate this, and at the end of it, we're going to score it with a new scoring system that we've put together, and we'll show you guys all that here in a minute. Let's get to it.
The one thing I will say about this one though is it has a very late trigger release, so you really have to kind of squeeze down on about halfway before you can finally fire the shot off. Other than that, it's a great gun, but that is kind of a, I don't know if let's say it's a huge problem, but it's definitely kind of a little bit of a nuisance.
There's one. Okay, that's definitive. It took 17 rounds. Okay, so 17 rounds to hit 5 soda cans, and I think a lot of that has to do with me pulling off target. I mean, part of that's that I'm, you know, not the world's best shot, but also part of that is the just the long, heavy trigger pull. It's hard to let it surprise you when it takes so long. But yeah, so that's. I mean, it's the 40 S&W round is not bad. I like the 40 S&W round. In fact, we have some here. We'll show these to you if you've not seen these before. We were actually shooting hollow points, so that's the 40 Smith and Wesson round. It's been said that the 40 Smith and Wesson round is a snappy round, meaning it tends to put off a little more recoil than some of the other rounds of similar weight and you know, velocity and such. But yeah, this is actually, I mean, it's a really nice gun. One of the things that I like best about this gun is that if you learn to shoot it well, if you become comfortable with the trigger, you can actually pick these up for a really fair price. Most times you'll see these at you know, Academy Sports or any other place where you can find these Bud's Gun Shop online. A lot of times you can find them now for around $300. That may not have been what Todd paid for it when they first came out, but this is the SD40VE by Smith and Wesson. It's supposed to stand for Value Edition, as I understand it. But yeah, nowadays you can pick these up for under $300. So. Okay, so guys, here's how the scoring system works. We put our heads together. We've got 5 categories. Each category, Todd and I are going to score based on our own opinion and experience in shooting, or I guess really for any of our products that we test going, or any of the products that we test going forward. But anyway, so first category is price. The current price of SD40VE, I think you can pick up at Academy Sports, like I said, for under $300. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that. I'm actually going to go with a 9 on that because there are 40 S&Ws and 9mm even that are still just ever so slightly underpriced than that. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 on price. Where do you land?
Price-wise, from where I bought that for about 5 1/4. So with that being said, I'm going to go about a half a notch up in that 9.5. That's a really good deal. I bought this in 2013. So actually about almost to the day here, so about 6 years ago. So that's
brand
a great
new
price.
To the market at that time. Okay. Category 2 is function. So what we want to know is, did it do what it was supposed to do? In the case of a firearm, obviously, did it fire every time you pulled the trigger? The answer to that is yes. So it absolutely does what it's supposed to do. It fired every round without any hiccups, malfunctions, jams, or anything like that. So my score on that, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it did what it was supposed to do. Where do you land?
I got to go with 10 out of 10 of that as well. Yeah.
For the same reason?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yep. No, great gun. No hookups. No jams. It's did what it's supposed to do.
All right. Usability. How easy was the product to use? And I would say in this particular demonstration, that's going to be based on how it performed in shooting at targets. Like I said, I'm not the world's best shot. We all know that, but I'm a better caster than shooter. So I'm going to say usability on this is going to fall to the trigger on it. It is a long, heavy trigger pull, so I'm going to come down a little bit on my score on this. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for the trigger, because obviously the gun works properly. It's just a long, heavy trigger pull before it hits that break point and fires the round. So I'm gonna go 6 out of 10 on usability.
Yeah, like I said before, I gotta go a 7 out of 10 with this. The only reason I'm giving a point higher is because I've kind of shot a few more times than Brandon has, so I kind of have an idea of where to pull the trigger at least halfway down before you finally fire the shot out. So once you get past that, it as you can see, it shot pretty darn well. So I'd still give it a 7 out of 10.
Fair enough. Category 4, durability. Did it hold up during the test? Obviously, we only put 2 magazines of ammunition through the gun, but absolutely it did. And you said you've owned this gun now for what, 6 years?
6 years.
6 years, and you've never had any issues with it?
Not once. No.
Okay, for that reason, I'll go 10 out of 10 on that. So, durability gets 10 out of 10 from me.
Yeah, I gotta go 10 out of 10 for that as well. Like you said, Smith and Wesson's is it's been a good company, but right now I think it's a great company. I've got a few other guns by them, and I've had no issues with that either. So, yeah, solid 10 out of 10.
Okay. Category 5, the 5th and final category, is effectiveness. We just want to know, did it do what it was supposed to do? And to that, I say yes. That's very similar to function, of course, but function of the gun, has a lot to do with the slides and all the inner workings and such. But the effectiveness, there is no question that a 40 S&W is a powerful round for home defense, for any other application that it could be necessary. Yeah, absolutely. The 40 S&W is an effective product. It'll blow up a soda can. It'll blow up a 2-liter. Right, and it is a snappy round. I will say that it does have a little bit more recoil than some are comfortable with. For that reason, I'll go 8 out of 10.
I have to go up one higher than that. I gotta go a 9 out of 10. Maybe again because I've used it a few times. I don't know, but it will get the job done. I guarantee you.
What we're gonna do here for the official score, we're gonna tally it up, and then we're gonna get the average of the two, and that's gonna be the KCbassguys official score for this product. That's how it's gonna work. Okay.
Wait, hold on a second. No, I had 46.
We're still doing math.
46.
This isn't our game. Okay. So, collectively, my score on the Smith and Wesson SD40, I scored it at a 43 out of 50 possible points. Todd, where'd you land?
At 46 out of 50. So.
Okay, so you're 46 and my 43. All right, gives us an average of 44.5 out of 50 possible points. So, very high. That's a very high score for an older pistol. Excellent gun. If you guys are interested, we'll leave a link in the description below. Also, we do want to go ahead and invite you to subscribe to the channel. Also, give this video a thumbs up for us. We're going to be doing a lot more of these reviews going forward with the scoring system and all that. Let us know what you think about that too. If there's any improvements that we should make on the scoring system or anything as well. But guys, that's going to do it for us. We're the KC Bass Guys. I'm Brandon.
I'm Todd.
Y'all have a good one.